Okay, right. Good evening for all of you. And today the second day about that media criticism and literacy that uh, lesson. Second part we have to discuss. Second part means actually the last part. Okay, and the media criticism and literacy is the lesson. Sixth lesson. Sixth lesson. Last part we have discussed today. Last week we discussed about what thing that. The ideas and what is literacy, what is media literacy, that type of idea, and just mainly think about that uh, high advanced media literacy skills also we discussed, highly advanced skills also we discussed, and after that thing, there are some ideologies we discuss about that in psychoanalytical ideology and feminist ideology and the Marxist ideology. We just discuss about that thing. So after that, just one thing we have to discuss that liberal ideology also we have to discuss liberal idea. Okay. Last we discussed about that mythical things and all things are complete. Then today we have discussed the last about critical and discriminative audience and the other rest. Okay. So according to this thing that feminines also we discuss, Marxist also we discuss, psychoanalytical idea also we discuss. There's all the ideologies actually we discuss and we finished that step. It's okay. But only one thing we have discussed that liberal ideology. Liberal ideology. Liberalistic media ideology. What is liberalistic media ideology? Liberalistic means what thing? Just one idea like that privatize the media, privatize the media system, privatize the media, privatize the media system, and according to that privatizing system, according to that privatizing system, and most of the media channels look like something profitable and profit making services, profit making system. So privatized system means some kind of earning so many profits than the other channels, so than the other services, so that type of idea. So privatized idea mainly focus for the private media channels. Government channels don't have that idea. Government have them always government responsibilities and government things are there. They are their responsibilities we can see, but private media channels mostly that open idea. They are creations, they are profitable makings, that type of things are there. You have to think about that type. So profitable media channels are there. That profitable idea comes with the liberal system. You have to think about that point. Okay, just get the idea. So after that, what is that liberal idea? So nowadays we can see so many advertisements in the media field. Now we can see so many advertising agencies also quoted to the media field. That's all the media channels and all the media institutes always. They follow what type of things? They follow always the liberalistic media system, liberalistic media ideas are there. So that thing is the idea. So think about liberalistic idea, not just a simple thing. That liberalistic idea can develop what type of thing? More profitable concepts, more profit earning concepts. That's the system. That's the idea. How to understand that thing. Okay, that is the point. So after that thing, that some this type of profitable privatized media channels. Sometimes they don't use the ethics. Sometimes they don't use that guidelines. That's the problem. That they don't use guidelines and ethics means because they won't only just get the profit. No, just get the profit means they don't want much more very traditional things in the doing that in the media channels. So they always try to do something beyond the other people. Okay, against for the other people, against for the other channels, do something more than other channels or something. So automatically it comes like what type of things just. new ideas, new concepts are there. That new concepts based for what thing? That new concepts based for what type of idea? Just like some kind of different ideologies, out of the box ideologies. Okay, more celebrity characters they use, more famous characters they use, according to what thing? To making the profit than the other channels, other media channels, other media platforms. That's the point. That is the point. So you have to understand that idea. Okay, liberalistic concepts don't have much more traditional type of ideas. They always use what type of things? Just profitable ideas, celebrity characters, celebrity people, and more earning type ideas. People's hopes and requirements they use according to their system. Okay, according to their system. That's the thing. Understand that point. Okay. Now that's the idea. Now we have to move to the next one: similarity and dissimilarity of the media messages idea. Similarity and dissimilarity ideas about the media. What is similarity? What is dissimilarity of the media channels? Okay. So similarity and dissimilarity was the idea that generally when press releases or media messages, actually I put this into the PDF to the WhatsApp group. You can download that thing and you can read with me. Okay, no problem. And if you don't have that thing now, please get the PDF and download that thing, get a printout and watch the video again. If we put that after we put this to the YouTube, please watch that again. Okay. Generally, when the press releases or the media messages are created, we mean hidden or missing ideas that cannot be grasped. It is really a skill to understand that generally we can see colors, shapes, peoples, technology, language on the surface. Some kind of that type of idea. Colors are there, shapes are there, peoples are there, technologies there, language is there. So many things are there. Okay, that's the idea. Okay. Then, but the subtext just doesn't show us things like the profit motive, private media policies, various business opinions. We pay attention, we can find out the positive and negative things. And just like that idea. This is the idea. Okay. This is the idea. Look like this type of thing. Okay. Similarity, similarity. Similarity idea is some kind of upper layer idea. Last week we discussed about that thing was upper layer. And this one lower layer idea, lower layer, upper layer and lower layer. Okay, you can see this upper layer in background idea anytime, anywhere we can understand that thing, no problem. Without any much more literacy skill also you can understand what is actually upper layer. But lower layer actually you have developed your media literacy skills. Media literacy. Without media literacy skill or some kind of creative skills, you can't understand what is actually in the lower layer idea. What is lower layer? Lower layer actually a hidden idea. Recently, I add that thing here. Normally, we can see the colors, shapes, people, technology, that type of things is the text. Simple things. No? But subtext, what are things I've added in here? See, profit motive, private media policies, various business opinions, that type of things, they don't add to the what thing in the upper layer. So all are in lower layer. Lower layer means all the people can't understand that thing. Some people can understand that. Some people can understand it. Some people can understand that thing. That's the idea. Okay. After that, uh, in TV news, dramas, reality shows, advertisements, you can see the upper layer and lower layer also. Therefore, the media is process that challenge culture. Sometimes actually media channels can change the culture. It's called media culture. Media culture also depend on the developmental ideas about the feelings and the thoughts and the people's requirements. Okay. So that thing also we can see sometimes people's needs and requirements in the upper layer just think all are same. But lower layer, some hopes and requirements, some channels use very secretly, hidely, and some actually they have the plan. They're working with the plan, so they use people's hopes and needs and requirements very secretly and very micro level type planning ideas are there. So that's a that type of idea. So creativity, more creativity, you can see that thing under the what thing, this dissimilarity ideas. Similarity ideas, all the people know. Dissimilarity ideas, some people know, not all the people. That the idea, okay? After that, for what purpose? It was created and the underlying intention of the same messages. In order to strengthen the screenplay, writing, films and television plays various techniques, camera views points, okay, framing, movements, special effects, lights and sound effects. So this type of things, not the upper layer idea. This all the things have some kind of hidden idea. That's why it's become what type of idea? It's become a high, not the high idea. It's a low type idea. It's a lower layer idea. Hidden ideas are there. That is the thing. That is the thing. You have to understand that point. Okay. That's the idea. Okay. Okay. Then the idea is this thing. What thing? Upper layer ideas, some kind of a simple things. Everyone can understand that thing. But lower layer idea, not like that. Lower layer idea understand only the media literacy. Someone have the media literacy, that person, that people can understand what thing, the lower layer idea. So that's the idea. So high idea, it means upper layer ideas everyone can understand, but lower layer ideas not everyone can understand. If someone have the media literacy, if someone have the curiosity about the media or curiosity about the media planning or strategies, so that person can understand what is lower layer. That is the thing. Think about that idea, okay? So the last line, especially very attractive messages are produced for magazines, advertisements, and web pages. Why we develop that type of creative type, very colorful advertisements or very colorful articles or something? Why? Because that is the trick. That is the plan. They plan that thing to capture people's ideologies, people's ideas. That is the thing. You have to understand that thing, okay? Right. Then, last line, messages facilitate the exchange of media ideologies and values as well. That is the problem. Not a problem, that is the thing. Okay. Practically, you have to understand that thing. Similarities we can understand. Dissimilarities, no, we can't correctly. Sometimes actually we have to choose, we have to use our brain twice time. Okay, sometimes not once we can understand, twice. You have to use that thing. So many times you have to think about some concepts. Why they use that type of word? Why we use that type of concepts or something? Okay, that is the thing. Without that thing, they can't understand. Without that thing, people can't understand that. Okay, that's the thing. After that, power of media message. Next topic: power of media messages. Media hegemony. That's a word like hegemony. 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 What is the hegemony idea actually? Hegemony means some kind of a politically based, politically controlled type media strategies. Okay, politically based media strategies. Okay, and sometimes we can see that thing in the government channels. So government channels always bias to the government. No? Private channels also have that type of idea. Private channels sometimes get support from the political parties or political strategies, political ideologies, but mainly government have this thing. Government always bias to the government. So after that, this hegemony thing we can see politically based media controlling systems we can see. After that, capitalism means come. Capitalism, okay, money based, that type of profit based type of ideas are there. After that, monopolization comes, some kind of a mafia, some kind of a business we can see in the media. People mostly think media is a service, but unfortunately, after that, we can understand it's not a service, some kind of a business is there. Some kind of a business is there. That business, not a simple idea. That business, some kind of a different ideology, different thing. And people have to understand that thing. Media people, actually, if you someone study media or something, if someone study media strategies or something, they can understand what actually say. Okay, that's the thing. So after that, ideologies maintained by the states or private medias are there. State or private medias are there. Okay. This applies to any use of electronic or print media, and it often happens that the average media user is manipulated by institution in a way that suit them. Actually, this handout now also in the WhatsApp group you can get, and sixth lesson, media criticism lesson. Last handout is this one, sixth, fourth one, PDF in there. You can download that thing and you can get the idea about the what is the idea about the media criticism and what is the idea about the media literacy. That is the idea. So then after that, entertainment features also there. There you can see the use of political or business opinions. Okay, according to Marshall McLuhan's, the idea that the medium itself become a message. Okay, can be seen here opposing the view are or those they are symbolic of capitalism worldview. Okay, ideologies, there are media messages that dominate in the direct indirect way manner. It can be critically observed that certain news items, messages, institutions, advices, and institutional media conventions are there, or authoritarian view could be adjusted, could be adjusted in order to suit the intended message dimensions. The nature of the strength and dominance of the television and the cinema are observed as relatively high in the business dealings. Okay, the media content naturally comes under the willingness of the said power and the dominance. That's the point. So some kind of a power is there. People think media channels can do anything. Media channels also think they can do anything, but actually they use people's needs and requirements. No, needs and requirements. Sometimes hopes. Some kind of a dealings is there. Not only a business dealing, some kind of ideological dealing also there. Ideological deal also there. Understand that. Ideological deal also there. You have to understand that. Okay. What type of ideological deal? With the profit and the competition. That thing in there. Okay. Private medias always have two things to achieve. First thing, what is the who is the number one channel? Competition is there. A thing is what is the most profitable channel in the usage. That is the thing. That is the main point you have to understand. That's the idea. So after that, that is the idea. Then next idea is media culture idea. Media culture. Already we have to know what is culture. Culture idea we know. No? The studies we know. Fifth lesson in our studies. Culture is there. Culture. Culture is the lesson. Okay. Culture is the lesson. Fifth lesson. Culture is the idea. Culture. Okay. Culture comes with Latin word like cultus. Cultus means what in some kind of a cultivation idea. Cultivation, growing, or planting something. Planting ideas there. Cultivation, growing, planting, that type of idea is there. So the culture is some kind of a planting some ideas, cultivate some ideas, or growing some ideas in the society. Firstly, you have to understand culture comes with what thing? Culture comes in what thing? Firstly, communication is there. Then communication can develop what type of thing? Relationships. That relationships can develop the society, and the society develop what thing? Culture. That's the thing. Okay. So culture comes with actually activities about the communication thing. Okay. Without communication, actually no culture. You have to understand that thing. Without communication, no culture. That's the basement of the culture. Then media culture means what thing? Media channels, media. What is media? You have to know this thing. Electronic medias are there. Other thing, print media. Electronic media is there, print media is there. Electronic media. Electronic media, what type of idea? Electronic media have two examples like television. And the thing is radio. Television and radio. Okay. Print media, newspapers are there. Next one, books. Next one, magazines. Okay. That is the idea. Then media culture means what thing? The media channels want to plant something in the society. What type of things? Just some kind of attraction are there. Other thing, competition is there. Attraction and competition. Both have there. Both have there. Both have there means it can develop what type of thing? A various type of culture, different level of culture, different type of culture is there, different culture. What is the different culture idea? Different culture idea means what thing? Some kind of what type of idea? This idea comes like this type of things. Think about that media channel owners. Media channel owners are there. Media channel owners have some different types of ideologies. Okay. Some people have political ideologies. Political ideologies. Some people have, okay, cultural ideologies. Okay. Some people have, okay, entertaining ideologies. Entertaining, that type of ideologies. That's the thing. So channel owners sometimes they want to develop this type of ideologies. This ideologies some kind of very hidden ideas, hidden meanings, hidden requirements that they have. No? So they have what type of things? Personal, I mean channels, okay? Personal agendas that they have. What is personal agenda? They have some things to do. They plan some things to do, but it's depend on their ideology, politically or socially or religious wise. So whatever it is. Think about so personal agendas that they have. Sorry, personal agendas that they have, and that personal agendas depend on their what thing? This type of ideology. So after that they want to activate this personal agenda, then get the people's attraction many more about that idea, attraction. That's why they use much more celebrity artists, technology, hopes and requirements, gifts, evaluation systems, so many things that they use for what thing? Develop this ideology and maintain the what thing? Personal agenda. That is the thing. So that is the media culture based idea. Media culture comes with what thing? Media culture comes with what type of thing? Media owners' ideologies can develop this type of media culture. Okay? Media culture comes with what? Media culture comes with people's ideology. What people ideology? Media channel people's ideology. That is the thing. Okay? It's not a simple thing because it actually works with our mentality, no? receivers, viewers, listeners mentality. So always they do this game with our people's psychological ideas, our needs and requirements. So they do some kind of a play, okay, and they win the that game. If they win the game, automatically their agenda actually establish in society. Okay, if they don't win the game, they try to do that thing again and again and again using several types of technologies. Using several types of technologies, some kind of natural or artificial things are there, and people's hopes and requirements they use for that thing. And after that thing, high technical things like AI systems, social media networkings, they use for that thing. Why? They use that thing also for the get the attraction. Youngers and other students are there. Other thing, elders also nowadays really helpful for that thing. Elders also have this enthusiasm, this curiosity about the knowing some things about the technology and the knowing something about the another concept. So youngers and children already have that thing, no problem. Automatically they addict for this thing, no problem. But they use that thing. Their private agenda for that thing. Their private agenda for what thing? Make the people's curiosity and maintain the profitable ideas and the competition. Maintain the profitable ideas and the competition. That's the thing. Think about that idea. So media and culture. Read with me. Media and culture is formed by media literacy as well as the way in discernment is used. Okay, it creates new culture conditions like popular, sub, upper, elite, cross. Highlight that thing. This type of cultures we can see according to the media culture idea studies. Okay, first thing, popular culture is there, subculture is there, upper culture is there, some kind of elite culture is there, cross culture also there. Cross culture is what thing? Two, three cultures, mainly two cultures, change their systems according to the situation, and they share some ideas soonly, speedily, quickly, according to their culture system. So cross cultures, mixed cultures also same like that. Mixed culture idea also there. That's the point. So understand that thing, huh? And after that, just like social philosophy, media institutions, social welfare, and corporate memos are the most widely advertised. Okay, most widely advertised. Then, when the media organizations operates a public and private organizations operate the private and public organizations, a personal agenda is formed in each organization. Recently, I told you why they develop personal agendas, because they want to establish their ideology in the society. Personal agenda. Sometimes that type of ideology is based for the government. Sometimes that type of ideology based for the private usages. Private, it means that companies, sponsors, investors' ideologies they want to plant in the society. Okay, so they do some type of what thing? Business. Business in here. In here means what thing? In the media. How you know this thing? If you have what thing? Media literacy and criticism, then you can understand what's going on. What's going on? That's the idea. Think about that thing. Okay, that's the idea. That is the idea. Okay, then hi. Okay, after that, private organizations, a personal agenda is formed in each organization. Most media cultures is centered around television. Highlight that thing. Media channels, most of channels are there. More cultures also there, no. But most of the media cultures based on what thing? Television. Television. Why? Television have two types of forms. No? It has one thing. Audio format is there. Visual format also there. Audio and visual. Audio format is there. Visual format is there. Audio and visual format mainly focus for this idea. So audio format and visual format already we know. Yeah. And these two things can affect to the people so more than other media sometimes. Okay. Now the people actually nowadays television is mostly we don't use that thing, but younger still some elders also use television as actually a main device in the house sometimes. Okay, actually it's some kind of a household device now. Television sometimes if you watching some television is the best thing in the family things. Okay, best thing in the family thing. So some people mostly that really get the dinner or something in the home, mostly they use that television with that idea. Okay, they want to eat something with the television entertainment ideas, with the television entertainment ideas. Mostly if you watch some teledramas, you can while watching the teledrama you can eat something. Okay, while watching teledrama you can drink something. That type of leisure entertainment ideas are there. Leisure and entertainment ideas are there. But sometimes not a good thing, it's a problem. I have to understand that thing most. Okay. Now the media channels, media cultures. Similar television is the social institution that critically establish and reflects social, professional, and sexual behaviors are there. Social classes, gifts and commodifies, okay, and nationalities and ethnicity in television narrative formats. Okay, one finds the sharing a social possessive of a positive and negative culture values. What are the values, attitudes, and the behaviors connected with the media and culture? Okay, or morally and given a way to visualization in a spiritual frame. Okay? Whatever the characters as portraits and the word they use and the actions that ensures in various narrative in a culture frames directly and indirectly communicated is a question. These are the factors that lead to an open discussion in media criticism. Okay, if someone develop this type of topic, someone develop this type of lecture or something, automatically people's understanding actually comes because people know this thing, but they don't have the chance about that. Okay, that's why in that time media channels so some things they misuse this thing. It's not a good thing. Okay, they sell this thing, they sell this airtime for sponsors. They have profitable money they have, but the other common people don't have that thing. So how the media channels, how the media state media countries, state media users, how they can say, okay, the we can do all the things without other people's help. Can't, because other people's have to watch this thing, other people's have to react for this thing. Reactions and helping each others, that is a good thing for developing. That's the idea about that. Okay, you have to think about that thing, huh? Then that's the idea. Okay, Media channels, some media channels and some states, they always think this type of things can control the people's hopes and requirements. Yeah, sometimes people requirements and their needs change according to this type of things. That idea. After that, okay. So the television is social institute that critically establishes and reflects the social, professional, and sexual behaviors, social classes, gifts, and commodifies are there. Okay, right? Social, professional, sexual traits are there in a stereotypes, mannerism, and oppositive and negative culture values. What are the values, attitudes, and the behaviors connected with the media and culture? Have media roles been portrayed in psychologically, okay, emotionally, economically, or morally? Okay, highlight that all things. Okay, if you have the printout, you can highlight that thing, no problem. Without that thing, no problem. Watch the video again and mark that thing. Okay, that's the thing. Very important thing for the exam. Understand that thing, huh? Okay, attitudes and behaviors connected are there with the media and culture. Have media roles been portrayed psychologically, emotionally, and economically, or morally, and given way to visualization in a spiritual frame? Okay, whether the characters as portrayed and the words they use and the actions that ends us in the various. Okay, narrative in a culture. Narrative in a culture frame are directly and indirectly communicated is a question. That's the idea. These are the factors that led to an open discourse in media criticism. That's the idea. That's the idea. How is that? Okay, think about that thing. Huh? Media culture can develop what type of things? They can develop their strategies, their system. Okay. And we have to follow that thing, and other listeners and other viewers and readers have to follow that type of things. It's okay, but if they do something okay, it's okay. But they promote some mega drama, some kind of any other useless informal type of chats or something, informal types of teledrama system or something. That's not the right way. Okay, that's not entertainment we have to put in there. No problem. Entertainment we won't. I also use the entertainment system, but entertainment have the value. So entertainment is not like a harmful thing for the society. But nowadays, entertainment also some kind of harmful thing. Harmful thing. Okay, sometimes some sounds, DJ sounds, that type of things, loudly. Okay, some fashions or something. Okay, and many girls and boys both have that thing. Sometimes, if someone don't have much more money or something, he or she or using some uh, type of things. They are things, their beliefs, their things always depend on their thinking capacity. Some people in the town area or any other area, that persons can't understand what that's going on, and after that, that people, okay, think they also can do this type of things, but after that, primary law also we can do that thing properly then sometimes in the new future idea. But this thing very authentic, simple, and simply and automatic, no? Okay, automatically we can see the thing automatically. If you some things you see automatically, your words comes, that the thing. So it's more a communication system. So that type of culture they want to develop. Okay, connections all over the world, connections. If you have, it's okay. If you don't have, you have to use that method. Okay, because it can develop so many ideas. That's the thing. Okay, and after that, media and mythical illusion. Media and mythical illusion. Okay, first you have to understand what is myth. Okay, myth. Myth in the Japan language. This idea. Myth is some kind of what type of idea? Okay, sometimes we can see that thing in Sri Lanka also there. India also have type of mythical ideas, but this one is not type of general that type of religion ideas not belongs to this thing. This idea not belongs to religious thing. This one another one. And then firstly, I can see that thing, what thing? The mythical idea. Mythical means some kind of what thing, some kind of fake or some kind of not trusted type informations. That's why I give you information qualities. What type of qualities are there? Okay, accuracy is there. And accuracy is there. Myth first idea. Okay. And reliability. Okay, reliability is there. How that thing? Transparency we want. Okay. Out there. Clearness. Okay, that's the point. So if someone want to get the idea about the myth, they firstly have to stop what type of things, this type of things. Okay, we have to develop that thing, accuracy, reliability, and after that thing, transparency is there. Uh, that type of things also there. Clearance idea there. So media mythical illusion means what type of things? Mythical illusion means not a physical thing. Mythical illusion means a fake or fake or artificial artificial type idea. Okay, think about that thing. Artificial, sometimes fake ideas. Think about that thing. Media, most of the times media also, if someone road accidents, that type of things happen, most of the times using me some kind of media that other peoples don't like for that thing, because they are create some power very beyond that thing. Okay, then media illustration is the nature of the communication developed. Media is in front from the receiver. No? There is some deceptions business. The receiver, um, yeah, receiver. There are some dispute in the business. This illusion can be seen a lot of media advertising, and after that thing, this action is based on our understanding of the media. If you can uh, recognize the conflicting underlying objectives when it while be it's not and caught by the magic of the media. Okay, then words and legible. Okay, reliable programs are there, relative programs are there, and photos are there, media corporates are there, and that type of things are there. After that thing, mega dramas, you see, mega dramas are there. Mega drama. Mega dramas also develop for what things? A mythical illusion idea. And dubbed K dramas or something. So K drama or something. That type of things also planted cultural system, Sri Lanka. Planted cultural system. In the Hindu things, some kind of, they have the some beliefs and thought they have. And our Sri Lankan, some people also have this thing. They use that idea. Samely in here. Heroes are there, heroes are there, villains are there. They are talking capacity, talking flow, rhythm, that type of things, moves, songs, dancing things, that type of things are there. So why they use that type of things? This is the idea about that what thing, mythical idea. They always use uh, characters are there, professional peoples are there, and scholars are there, and they always tell it's perfect or perfect or perfect. But actual things sometimes not in there. You have to understand the thing. Then mythical illusion have what type of thing. So after that thing, objectives then will be a reason not to be caught by the magic of the person. Okay. Then after that thing, things like words and purposes. Okay. Purposely, music video is uh, all of these ways having a deeper on underline purpose than meets then I. That's the thing. So we want to develop our I means our vision. If you develop this mission, automatically you can join for the classes. Okay, that's the thing. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಕೆ ಗತ್ತೊತ್ತೆ ideas ಗತ್ತೊತ್ತೆ make a mythical ideologies. It's some kind of a magical thing, not a realistic thing. That thing most media channels use for what thing? To get the people's attraction. Examples you can see that then dream star, hero star. Sometimes they develop some profits, they give some gifts or something. Why they develop some that type of evaluation program? So why they develop some and why they issue some gifts? That is the mythical idea. Okay, they give some huge amount of the gift. Okay, 2 3 millions are there. Some people use uh, mobile phones they issued after the correct answers or something. Vehicles they give. Why this thing? If they like, if you don't watch our channels or some, it's not a problem. But after this gift, they also think about actually we want to hear Dharana or something. We want to hear Hiru or something. Why? Always they say, okay, if you want this winning, so want this jewelry or something, want this mobile phone or something, can you okay, can you accept for the other all the products are good or something, but actually can't no. All the products are good, okay, no problem. Then always we can get the idea just like without any chemical things, okay. But unfortunately, most of the things are actually a mythical thing, fake ideas. So you can treat that people's and that person's like that. That's the okay. That's the idea. So the last one, critical and or discriminative audience ideas here. Last topic of this lesson. Last topic means last topic can more ideas. There mainly this is the last topic. Okay, main ones. According to main one, this is the last. Criticism and critical and discriminative audience. That is the idea. The clarity and the accuracy of the media they use important if the receiver is to be discerning in no other order to discrete. Okay, the also have to think receive or think okay about the receiver and the create something discerning. Okay, receiver is very active. Someone seen ask, seen rude. Okay, read that. Okay, how okay read how after that thing how is there, what is there, why is there, when is there. If someone and questioning, someone can question other people's according to their news, according to their messages. So sometimes you can understand who are the liars, who developed the lies or something. Okay, that's the problem, not a problem. It's really helpful for you. Okay, after that, uh, that the as the accuracy of the media use Sri Lankan okay our way important. If the receiver is to be discerned in order to escape from the magic of the receiver and the receiver and the receiver must develop some degrees of the literacy and discernment. Okay, that's the idea. We have to questioning other people. That's the thing. Why it actually happens? Why they develop that thing? Why this system? What is this system? That type of idea. Okay, that idea you want. Without that thing, you can't understand what the idea. Okay. Firstly, you have to understand who are the critical receivers and who are the critical people. You have to understand that thing. Huh? Without that idea, how you get this thing? How you get this thing? That's the thing. Okay. And after that, with such curiosity is there, And Douglas Kellner says what type of idea? Explain. This point is 1979, and he says one thing, that this reception is important for the media, popular and culture as well as global culture, because media culture have the technical ideas, no? Okay, media culture have technical ideas. After that thing, media culture have technical ideas, and the popular culture have profitable ideas. Combined together, global culture automatically a technical, profitable ideology. Technical, profitable ideology. Reason is we firstly we work with that same common idea. After that, the people understand you, then they want you. They want you according to the usages, according to the media usage. That's the thing. So critical and discriminative audience is there. That's the point. After that, 1970 is the year. 79 is the year. It's actually uh, in our Sri Lanka idea. ITN, Independent Television Network, starting established from 1979, and 1982, Sri Lankan Rupani Corporation we established with starts. Okay, that's the thing. So after television comes, all the people's situations. Actually, uh, we can't understand how it happens, but unfortunately, their business, their phone, or all the things, they activate according to their systems. That's the thing. After that, factors dependable on an or discriminative audience. Okay, how to understand that point? How to understand that point? Okay, you have to understand that point. What type of thing? Factors dependable and or discriminative audience. Factors, factors uh, depend on that idea. So when study about the media, you can get opportunity to understand the effect that we media can have and seduce. Okay, that's the idea. After that thing, okay, because not all the people are the same. This can be recognized as something that need to be looked with. One that media discernment and learning alone is not media literacy. Driving literacy, diversity is the include in the practice in very important. And after that, it is not easy to create a discerning audience. The thing, and after that, even things like gender relations have to her here. There are several skills involved into this. That's the idea. This is that idea. Think about that thing. Okay, that's after that thing that according to topic thing. We have discussed what type of this, how the discriminative creators, how the discriminative receivers actually overcomes, how it's actually developed, how it's actually developed. That is the thing. How it's actually developed. That's the point. So according to that thing, read this thing. When studying that about media, you can get opportunity to understand the effect that the media can have on receiver. This is decided with the information. This is the very challenging because not all people are same. Okay, this can be recognized as something that need to be looked at with the media discernment. Okay, then it have to be talk about here personality or personally own vision, the involved in the city in this idea. That is the thing. That's the idea. Okay. So discriminative audience, some kind of not a common type of audience. They have to understand what type of thing they have to understand. They have to questioning. They have to questioning what type of things. Just all the media institutes develop some messages. No? All are media messages, but all the media messages, not some kind of a logical thing. So people can understand why this concepts something like that. Why this concept we can use in a different way? Why we can? Why we can't? Why we can't develop this type of our needs and requirements and media ideologies or something? Why we can't change this system? Why we can't change this system soonly or something? It's depend on the subjects and depend on the things. So some factors are there to get the understanding about the what thing discriminative audience. Okay, then first passage we already discussed. Okay, uh, and our vision, one's vision, and opportunity to international, and here there are several skills involved in this. Okay. I to understand what type of skills that we have to want. We want in the media literacy ideas. That is the thing. That is the point. Okay. To understand that thing. Now, what are the points we have? Analysis. Analysis are there. Okay. So analysis is there. Analysis what thing? The separation process of materials that go into the making of the particular media message contents. Okay. What is the idea? Separation process of the materials that go into the making of the particular. That is the point. So analysis idea. Okay. Analysis idea. Analysis idea I have what thing? The separation process of the materials that go into the making of the particular media message content. Okay. Separation process of the materials. Process of the materials. Process of materials. Materials are there. Okay. Making the particular media message content. So what type of idea and analysis are there? Okay, process of the materials. Okay, but actually we have to get the idea, analyze some kind of a deep, okay, deep deep exploration about the society, deep exploration about the society. That is the point. Okay. Next one, second, valuation is there. The process by which the good and the bad qualities that go into the making of the media message. Evaluation, some kind of what thing? Some kind of appreciations. Appreciations. Okay, appreciations. Appreciate someone. Okay. Appreciate someone or something. Appreciation. If you can appreciate someone, is some kind of evaluation idea. Evaluation for good or bad, but mostly evaluation can develop what type of effects, sometimes positive effects. Okay, positive effects are there. Okay, sometimes evaluation really helpful for the directly some people, not indirectly, directly. Okay, think about that. This idea, and after that thing, next idea, grouping sometimes, grouping in the service systems also. We can see this grouping idea. Why we need this type of grouping idea? Grouping means some kind of categorizing idea. Categorizing. Why we categorize something? Because we need some categorized ideas according to the feelings, according to the systems, according to the professions, according to the knowledge, according to the creativity, according to the needs, according to the requirements. That type of ideas are there. So Categorize system is good thing. In the survey, grouping is a good thing. Why? Because that survey means not a simple thing. No? We have to collect all the data and we have to analyze that type of things. Recently, I told you, analyze that type of things. After the analyze, we can get some conclusion ideas sometimes. After that thing, inductions and deductions are there. After that, we can decide something newly creative. That is the point. That's the idea. So that's the point. So you have to understand grouping is a good thing. Grouping can categorize the people, categorize the system according to the what thing, according to the needs and the requirements and several types of things. Okay, think about that. Grouping is a good thing. Discriminative audience that receivers can do this type of things. Okay. Next one, induction. Okay. Induction and deduction are there. Induction, deduction. Induction, some kind of a guess. Okay. Deduction, some kind of a total idea. Induction, just a guess now. This guess is not a total idea. It means you can't use this what type of things. You can't use this induction idea to get the fully analyzed logical results. Okay. Actually, induction can't do that thing. Induction just can get the idea about the roughly about the guessing ideas. Just guess. Not a total idea. Not a total idea means what thing, just big picture. Big perspective, not in there. In the induction. But deduction have this big picture idea. Deduction have this huge idea. Deduction have this logical idea. That's the thing. You have to understand that. Okay? You have to understand that. That's it. Think about that idea. Think about that idea. Okay? Induction is some kind of a guess. Deduction, some kind of a logical, big picture looking thing. Big picture looking thing. Entire system, entire problem we can analyze in there in the deduction, not the induction. Induction, just we know there's a question, there's a problem. Deduction, that some people can use deduction. It means that person know, okay, what is the last result, what is the final result about this system. Okay, that's the thing. Next one, synthesizes development of the new perspective fittings to totally of the media messages. Okay, synthesizing development of new perspectives. Synthesis, same idea about the synthesis. Okay, new ideologies. Okay, new ideas. You can use what thing in there? Your creativity. Your creativity in there. And your curiosity you can use in there. Curiosity. Curiosity use in there. And logical thinking you can use in there. That type of things you can use. Okay, think about that thing. After that, abstraction is the abstraction. Brief description of the important facts and the meanings of the messages. Abstraction. Some kind of deep things are there, brief explanation. Just like some creations have the upper layer and some creations have the lower layer. Some creations have some background ideas, some creations have some hidden deep ideas. Abstractions can explain that type of things. Okay. Just brief idea about the entire message thing. It's some kind of a dimension, right? Correct. Now, the meanings also in there. Last two pages now. Analysis. Analysis means the looking deeply. Highlight that. Looking deeply. Looking deep. As I told you, looking deep. That is the idea. It gives us the better understanding. That is the point. Because not everything received from the media is understood at once. All the things not in understand in on once. Okay, you have to think about again and again and again, again and again and again. Okay, then you can memorize that thing logically, and after that you can use that thing anytime, anywhere. Okay, that's the idea. It's called cognition ideas. Cognition ideas. Cognition means some type of idea. Cognition. Some kind of cognition idea means some kind of you can store something in your mind and you can use that thing another time, another way, another time. That's the thing. Okay. It's actually a psychological thing. Mentally, you can develop that idea. Psychological things are there. Okay. You can firstly store something in your mind, then you can use that thing in sometimes, not in the same time, another time you can use that. Okay, and looking deeply is okay. It gives us the better understanding is there. Okay, because not everything received from the media is understood at once. That's the point. Analysis is needed for that. Okay, and this requires knowledge. Okay, knowledge we have to use. Then journalists provide us with the rough understandings and analytical things like this at times. This at times. What, why, when, how, who. If you question it like that, it means you can use your logical thinking. It means you can use your logical ideologies. It's really helpful for you, no? At the thing. After that, if we have problems like that, that means there is an analysis. That's the point. And the last evaluation is there. Finding the suitable and not suitable factors, it's what happens in the appreciations. This can be applied to news or other creations are there. It is clear that we value things according to our personal opinions or according to our feelings, according to the knowledge. We tend to value concepts that match our experiences or feelings. This is why we have to remove something that doesn't match our standards. That's the thing. Okay. Next one, grouping. A standard means our feelings, our thoughts, our strategies. Okay. Our level, our method, our ideologies, our perspectives, that type of things. Okay. Think about that idea. After that thing, if it's group comparing, now I'm in the grouping, okay? It means comparing the similarity and the dissimilarity. Recently I told you, similarity, dissimilarity. This is upper layer idea and lower layer idea, hide idea and the background ideas. Think about that thing. Different parts of the information or facts in the news, okay? Classification rule will help us to do this. This media tells us about the how things should be classified. And if we admit that, then we have in the line with their classification. But we can build a more meaningful quality, okay, and the better qualified classification of the same time of type of media classifications by comparing in with our own classification. Okay, we can group in something according to our strategies, our needs and requirements, but something we can't measure, something we can't group. How we measure this thing, how we group this thing actually is not value or value, something we can't. Our idea people, ancestors, idea people's perspectives, how we divide that thing is very old, not valuable, can't. Something's not like that, something's actually very logical. Something they developed that in the past for the future mind. Actually, they have that future idea. But people think it's a wasted time or something very old thing, so not valuable. No, no. Every concept have the value. Every concept have a value. We have to understand it. Okay. Every concept have a value. We have to understand it. Then after that, classification rule will help to do this thing. This means actually tell us about how things could be classified. And if we admit that, then we are living the line with their classification. But we can build a more meaningful, qualitative, and better qualified classification. Okay. Of the same time, the media classification by comparing it with our own classification. Next one, induction. This means that we identify small patterns and determines the common pattern of a language. Now, okay, induction idea. Okay, induction, large number of people things. For example, if we examine the results of a referendum, the very opinion of the public opinion is formed on the basis with the information that flows from the media is censored as the true common public opinion most often is reality. Okay, that's the thing. Induction, some kind of guessing ideas, not a totally 100% correct idea. Deduction. This means that is the attempt to explain something special through the common facts. Okay. If wrong attitudes towards common things existing in it can lead to the microconceptions of the explaining other things wrong along things like this. Okay. Let's next one, synthesize. Creating a new proposition is a matter of personal opinion. You have to correct that thing, opinion, okay? Opinion and experiences. There can be things like vision and the creativity, that idea. Within the use of new propositions, this be based on literacy, okay, and the understandings are there. Think about that thing, okay? Before go for the anything, anytime, no problem. But synthesizes. Some people can recreate something like that. Other people's always using common things. No? But some person develop that idea in the creative way. It's a good thing. Okay, that's the point. That's the idea. Okay, if in the past the wheel is look like this, no? Just wheel look like this, no? But after that, some persons have some curiosity about that thing. No? Okay, some persons try to change this thing. Like they try to change this thing like some kind of this type of idea. Okay, think about now the idea is there. That is the idea. So that type of things are there. That idea have what type of things? Creating new positions is a matter of personal opinion and experiences. There can be things like vision and creativity within the use of new propositions are there. That is the idea. Things is based on the literacy and understanding. It is easy for an independent thinker to formulate new propositions. That is the idea. Because if it is not framed, it will be out of the box concept. See, now the all people, some people think about that. Wheel is some kind of this type of things. Wheel. So some people try to change this idea like this. They cut this thing. Okay. Then the wheel look like this. Okay. Some kind of this type of idea. After that, other person try to develop these curves very smoothly. Yeah? Then the idea become actually a wheel. First is some kind of a small concept, very primary concept. After that, primary concept redeveloped as a new concept. Now the people, all the people know what is wheel and what is the actual idea about the wheel. That's the thing. That is the actual idea about the wheel. Now that all people know about that. Okay. Because if it's not framed, it is will be a out of the box concept. That's the thing. Other abstraction is there. Next one, abstraction is there. This means that the core of the information is clear. That is the idea. And explicitly and succinctly explain, for example, when we describe a message provided to us by the media to another, or when we recall that message, we use these skills. Okay, this skill can be demonstrated very clearly by grasping succinctly the centrally idea of the broad meaning of the messages that is delivered by the media. That is the idea. Abstraction, some kind of a dimension things. You can different dimension. You can use that thing and you can change that idea. That's the thing. And the last thing is media message analyzing ideas there. Okay. So that is the idea. Some kind of different way. Yeah, can think about that thing as a different way. That's the idea. Okay. So after that, the next thing, media analyzing skills. Okay, media message analyzing. How the media message analyzing in that way? How the media message analyzing? That's the point. How the media message analyzing? That's the point. So media message analyzing. Analyzing media messages is what thing. See, analyzing media reports requires both media literacy and criticism. We have to use this both type of things. Okay. Then criticism also we can use. By analyzing media reports of the messages, it is possible to understand the true nature and of what media organizations to do get the attention of their audiences, and therefore analysis of the press releases is very important. That's the thing. So what are the things that we can see according to the analyzing media messages? For the first thing, actually meaning. Meaning is actually very important thing for that thing. Meaning. Meaning means what type of things? Just meaningful words, meaningful language usage, meaningful format usage. That type of things really important. Huh? Really important. Mainly, if you don't know and you can't understand the meaning about the messages, it's a problem. You don't know the meaning about the messages, it means a noise problem. Noise means semantic noises comes. Semantic noises means main noises comes. You have to understand that thing. Okay? It's actually problem, no? Main noise comes after that thing. Then after that thing that you can't understand the concept, you can't understand the experience because you don't have that type of experience, you can't understand that type of messages. Actually, it's not depend on the experience, but sometimes language problems comes automatically, we can't understand. Meaning is number one thing for that. Okay. Appropriateness. Actually, Some things actually we want or not. Some concepts use some signs and symbols and colors. Actually, it's want or not. Some people have the problem. Some concept not belongs to. Some concepts not belongs to the other concepts. Some concepts not actually matched. Then you have to understand that thing, why we use this thing, or why they use that thing, or why actually it look like this. Want or not, suitable or not. Some concept suitable, some concept not suitable. Okay, suitability, suitable or not. You have to understand that thing. Okay, suitable or not. That is the idea. Suitable or not. Then what's motivation idea? Motivation means some kind of a evaluating ideas. Okay, it's some kind of a positively evaluation or sometimes negative evaluation also there. Direct or indirect or positive or negative or that type of evaluations we can use in there. Evaluations you can say using there. Evaluations using there. Think about that. Okay. So motivation, some kind of not sometimes automatically it comes. Sometimes some people put some effort for that thing. Channels always put some effort for that thing. That effort after the what is the result? Buyers, the viewers, listeners buy some products in the market using this advertisements idea. That is the thing. That is the motivation. Okay. So motivation, some kind of what type of things? Evaluating others positively or negatively. Mostly some kind of a psychological effects are there. Psychological effects is there. Think about that thing. Biasness. Biasness, partially ideas. Biasness means some kind of actually problem. Bias means always that some people always accept only one side. Other side they don't want to only they accept only one side. It's actually problem after that thing. Why? Because bias no, it's not like a logical idea. It's not like a logical idea. Biasness means always the good or bad or whatever it is, always this worship that some persons, worship some parties, worship that some part, only one part. They never change their mindset or never try to change their mindset. It's a problem because after that, how the logical thinking comes, how the curiosity comes, how the enthusiasm comes for the explorative ideas. Think about that thing. Huh? It's a problem. It's a problem. Biasness is a problem. After that, credibility. Problem sometimes biasness go okay then. Legal message or something comes, you have to bias for the legal things. It's okay. Okay. Government channels always bad to the government. Private channels always okay biased to the profitable. They are investors. They are sponsors. That type of persons understand that thing. Okay. Credibility, next one. Credibility means sometimes reliability, also same idea about that thing. Credibility, reliability. Credibility or reliability. How we trust some concepts, how we trust some ideas, how we trust. Without trust, how we develop some concepts for the common good. Okay. Trust is number one thing. How the trust comes actually. How the trust comes. Trustful words, trustful experience, trustful resources, trustful information comes, automatically the message automatically become a trustful messages. No? But really very reliable resources we have to use. If we use reliable resource, automatically the message actually very formal thing and very well accurate thing, very reliable thing. Okay, that's the thing. Very reliable, accurate thing. Without that thing, actually, it's not like that. Without that thing, not like that. Think about that thing. Next one, distortions. Some kind of problems, barriers are there. Distortions, semantic barriers are there. It means mean noises. Some kind of technical barriers also there. Okay. After that, they some types of concept have the big vision, big perspective they try to develop, but actually people can't understand because that big idea, complicated idea, people can't understand. That's the next distortion. Or they think sometimes repeating again and again and again and again the same thing. After getting people boring about that thing, so automatically it's distractions. Or they think something very deep, very complicated. So people can't understand that type of thing. So people try to leave about that. Okay. Some people think some concepts get that type of people think. Some people think some messages are getting so easy. So easy is also a problem because some complicated, some mathematical, scientific concepts we don't get type of easy thing. It's a logical thing. So after that thing, it become a comedy or something. Is a problem. Message actually distract. Think about that. Okay, and other things, uncommon things, uncommon words, uncommon language, uncommon concept, uncommon experience, uncommon media usage, uncommon patterns. People getting stuck about that now. That's the thing. Next one. Last one. Last two things. So effectiveness. Okay, effectiveness. How it affect to the society? Effectiveness. Okay, it has some simple ideas are there, structure is there, manners are there, systems are there, and some attractions also there. That effectiveness is there. Manipulation. How the manipulations comes? Actually, that effectiveness have the simple structure mainly. Simple structure, simplicity is there. Secondly, structure we can use for that thing effectively. And next one, thirdly, uh, some specialties are there. Some characters, some words, some media, messages have some specialties, different ideas. Okay. And after that, some messages have the attraction. They use some celebrity characters. They use some different types of ideologies, colorful concepts, colorful things they use. That's the thing. Automatically, that thing become a different idea. Next one, manipulation. Manipulation, I told you recently. Manipulations. Some kind of that manipulate, no, control in some minds. Just like quantity, we have to mention quantity, and the system we have to mention in there. Okay, and we have to maintain the quality of that thing, and other thing, our connections are between what are the connections in background of we have context. So that type of things you have, automatically you can manipulate something, no problem. Next one, evaluate. Next, stereotype. Stereotype, some kind of every time is the same way, same thing, same concept, same thinking capacity, same. Actually, same idea is not a good thing. Same. Every time same means not actually new things comes after this. Okay, no new things. No new things means a problem. All the time is same area. We can't update that person, so we can't update that systems. It's a problem. If it's suddenly if it change or not, they can't live long time. They can't maintain that thing long time. That's the thing. Last one, valuations. Valuation, some kind of appreciation idea. Appreciation idea. You can appreciate someone like what type of things that you are good to bad. Bad is not appreciation, but actually bad. If you something looking bad, you have to tell that thing directly. Because if you tell that thing, that person, so that thing we can change. If you hide that thing, it's really effective for the society. Think about that thing. After that, and directly, sometimes we can say, sometimes indirectly. But evaluation is a good thing in your lifestyle. Also, evaluation is the main thing, best thing. But that thing. So that is the what thing. Our 13 syllabus, sorry, 12 syllabus, last topic. 12 syllabus, last topic. Last topic, last lesson is media criticism and literacy and criticism. And we just discussed lastly what is the media criticism and what we discuss about the media literacy, that thing. Okay. That is idea. Now you go to the third lesson, 13 lessons, sorry. 13 lessons, 13 syllabus. First lesson, just small explanation I can give. Creative communication. Creative communication. What is creative communication and what is creative? What is communication? Already we know what is communication. Communication means what thing? Exchanging what thing? Exchange feelings, thoughts, ideas. Trading thoughts and ideas. That is the idea. What is creative idea? Creative. Creative or creation. Every people have some creativity. We have to accept for that thing. Every people have some creativity. This is the dude for the creative communication idea. Every person have creativity. Every person have creativity. Okay. But it's different. Not same type. Okay. Every persons don't have a same creative skills. Think about that thing. Every person don't have same creative skills. Different creative skills that they have. Think about that thing. Okay. Creative means some kind of a skill idea that creations must be what type of things? Very new things are there. New means fresh. And we have to use our brain and we have to memorize that thing and develop that thing in our mind. No? It's called imaginative. Imaginative. Okay? Imaginative. And that concept must be a very wonderful thing. So if you want to explain what is creation, what is creative, what is creation, is just simple ideas. This thing, creation must be a new, a fresh, imaginative, wonderful concepts are creations. Imaginative, new, fresh means okay. Imaginative, fresh, and wonderful concepts are creations. And creativity means if someone have ability to develop something new, something imaginative, something very wonderful, it's actually creativity. That thing actually creation. That's the thing. Okay. If someone can exchange something very freshly, imaginatively, wonderfully, it must be a creative communication. Very simple. Communication is exchanging ideas. Creative means wonderful, fresh, imaginative ideas. Creative communication means if someone exchange their ideas using some fresh, imaginative, wonderful ideas, automatically it become a creative communication. Simple, no? Simple. Very simple idea. Creative communication. That's the thing. So that's a simple idea about the creative communication. Now move to the dude. Actually, I at my WhatsApp group, I put some PDF in there. Seventh lesson PDF also. I add. You have to download that thing. You have to use that thing with the video after we put the YouTube. Okay. What is the creation? People are also creations. So we are also creations. That's a simple idea. Even if this environment is the one world, okay, world also creation, environment also creation. Then what is things like design? Design means actually creation, same idea. That means they cannot be made up. Actually, some creations are natural. Some creations are natural. Some creations are artificial. Okay. But creation means creation. Okay. Something that need to be made. Creativity is something that comes in the born talent. That the idea. Creativity is something that comes from the birth. It's actually born talent. That is need to the habit of the scene of the experiencing wonderful fresh things. Reason I told you. What is creation? Fresh things, wonderful things, imaginative things we can develop. That is the creation. Okay. The Oxford Dictionary says what thing? Use of imaginations or original ideas to create something inventiveness. Inventiveness. That's the idea. We have to highlight that two words, imaginative and create something inventiveness. Inventions are new things are new concepts are there. Inventions are there, new things are there, new concepts are there. That is the thing. Okay. Then Leo Tolstoy talks about the creation or art in the treatise on the what is art. Leo Tolstoy have a book, published book, name is What is Art? What is art book? He says what type of things as an entity as the aesthetical graded by a person from the area such as the rhythms, lines, colors, and sounds as well as the combination of the words. If someone expresses some ideas using the words, colors, shapes, and idea symbols, samely another person can understand that thing samely and get the feeling samely. That is the creation idea. That is the creation idea. Okay. Creation means that type of things. If someone can develop, other people also can understand it samely feeling get. That is the creation. Actually want to be a creator, that is the creation point. That's the creation point. But understand that you have to understand that thing. Okay, that's the thing. So after that thing, effectiveness communication. After that thing, the name creative communication or effective communication. In our Sri Lankan scholar develop a new name similar for the creative communication. Like is that effective communication ideas? They are effective communication. From idea of the Professor Sunanda Mahendra developed this thing. Sunanda Mahendra developed this thing. Sunanda Mahendra developed this thing. So highlight that thing, okay? This huge idea is there, but don't try to memorize that. It's not needed, but just get the idea. Effective communication developed from this person. Develop from this person's ideology, but just get the definition. Read with me. The obtaining of the better response is seen as an achievement. In the use of media, the communicator at the outset comes to know its phenomenon as a social need. Secondly, he or she, okay, he realized the significance of that achievement and imparting of the essence to the others in an effective manner denoted by the okay effective communication and creative communication. The achievement is done in the whatever the language and the way of the same use that addressed a universal quality of the expression. I can't understand it. Okay, right. Simple this thing. First thing is this thing. Firstly, people develop creation some kind of a social activity. But after that, people understand no, it's not some kind of a social thing. It can develop so many concepts, so many things, so many entertaining ideas, so many creative ideas, logical ideas. It can develop. That's why after that thing they understand in our day-to-day life, actually creative things are very needed, very important, very needed things. Okay, so that's why they always try to find that creative things very different ways. Think about that idea. Okay, who developed the creative effective communication? Similar idea for the creative communication. Professor Sunanda Mahendra. Professor Sunanda Mahendra is a Sri Lankan great scholar. In the first lesson also we discuss about that person, and it's a great person for the developing that main person for developing that mass communication department in Calgary University. Okay, main lecturer. Then creating wonderful, imaginative, fresh things is what this creation means. Simple idea. Wonderful, imaginative, fresh things develop is creation. Creation means wonderful, imaginative, fresh things develop. That's the idea. Creation range from the primitive art of part humans to today's the technical arts. Nowadays we use technical arts, but in the past we don't have that thing. We use just type of primary communication systems. Okay, putting fire, that type of things, smoke, color, shapes, that type of things. First thing one, the communication used by the human in the past had a gradual transformation as the later art forms. All people have the smoke fire, that type of thing. Nowadays we can't use that type of things now, but we can use that thing for the some kind of traditional ways and some kind of dancing effects or something, that type of things. Smoke we use kind of chemical smoke now we, okay. And fire, that type of, now we use fake fire in that concept area, so something chemical ideas there. Think about that thing. So some type of things are there, but not much more the same actually in the past, okay. And after that thing, in particular the human groups, the human have been influenced by their contemporary art forms. For the example, Da Vinci for the arts, Shakespeare for the literature, and Beethoven so actually four. The music, these together with other forms of the art have collective influence. So art is there, music is there, dancing is there, so many creative things are there. But you have to understand what thing creation means. Creation, wonderful, fresh, imaginative ideas. The law, this all the sectors have that idea. This all the sectors have this idea. Problem is some people can't understand what is actually creation. Actually, creation is imaginative, wonderful, and fresh things. All the times, that's the point. Evaluation, some ideas. What type of ideas? Wonderful, fresh, and imaginative ideas. If there's no imaginative things, no wonderful things, or no fresh ideas, it's not like a creation. Just a simple thing. Simple thing. Stereotypes thing is just a simple thing. But if you want to be a creator, want to build up a creation or something, it must be new, must be wonderful, and must be imaginative ideas. That's the thing. Okay. Or the last one. Though the media, as the matter of the fact, embrace the creative communication and craft as the effective forms of the communication. So these all the things depend on the creativity. These all things are creations. Technically, non-technically, we are humans, we are human also. We all are creation things, creative things. Although all over the areas, we can see so many creative things. No, anything actually, we can't say it's not a creation. All the things are creations. Sometimes natural, sometimes artificial. That's the thing. Sometimes natural, sometimes artificial. That's the thing. Okay, that's the point. So after that thing, some nature idea is also there. Last we can discuss that thing today. Okay, nature of creative communication. When it comes to the nature of creative communication, it's a really creation of the whole world. Actually, so all over the world also natural best creation. Okay, it seems that all our communication work started with some natural things or necessities. That's the thing. Every activity has that quality. What quality? That creative quality. Curiosity is the very important thing for what? Creators always using curiosity. Curiosity is the number one thing for the creation, making creation best creations. Okay, which generally improves the creation of new products, not only fire. Technology, language, all things like have the creativity according to that. In prehistoric era, there are things like using symbols and develop language skills, fire things, that type of things are creative, simple, natural things are. Age of printing methods and books and the was created in the modern era. Radio, television, telephone, and computers were created, and finally, the internet was created. Internet was created. So, think about that thing. 18th century, we have the radio. 19th century, we have the television. 20th century, we have the internet systems and AI systems. Now, the after 21, this area, now the social media, AI systems are there. In the past 17th century, 18th century, 17th century, 15th century, 16th century, that publication comes, newspapers comes, that type of things are there. Every time, every century, we can see some creations. This all the creations have three main skills. What type of skills? Imaginative, wonderful, and fresh idea. If some concepts, something like imaginative, fresh, and wonderful concepts, that creation must be a creation. That idea must be a creation. Creators also have this thing. Creators have to use their curiosity. Without curiosity, no creativity are there. Creators always have the creativity, curiosity, and they always use that ideas in there. That's the thing. So today, this is the topic for that thing. Lastly, we discussed about creative communication, and mostly we discussed about the literacy and criticism idea. Okay, now we 12 syllabus fully over, and we just start the 13 syllabus also. And next Friday, 5 to 7, we discuss about what thing creative communication. Next topics I try to finalize full, actually 80%, 90% about the creative communication. Now the main things are okay. First 10 percentage okay. Next 90 percentage, at least 80 percentage, I try to complete the next session, and hope to join with us. Hope you join with us. Okay. So 5 to 7 Friday, we next class. Next Friday we can join with our media Sunny class online. But if you want to join with us, put a WhatsApp message me. If someone in there, the troubles and problems in their A levels and these times, this fast track really helpful for them, and contact them, contact us, that thing. And I put this thing for the YouTube and go back and review this video again. And any problems, any doubts you have, please put a WhatsApp message for me. And after that, if there are some doubts, I can explain you what are the things that you have to know. So after this, I put this YouTube, this video. Please go back and review the video. And anything if you have, please put a WhatsApp message for me. Any doubts you have, please put a WhatsApp message for me. Okay. Next week, next Friday, 5 to 7, we can join with us again. Thank you once again for all of us and all of you. And good night to all of you. I'm Rajitha Niro. We are Media Sunny. Bye. Good night.